Hello. How is everybody doing today? I'm going to give it just a moment for anyone else that might be joining in a few moments. I'm Josh, and this is Best Games of the Years. Let's see here. So, I've got a few games we're going to play today. I'm going to be doing Superman and Asteroids, the two games that won in 1989, Best Game of the Year. So, I'm just going to start off with a kind of history of the two games to kind of give some background on it, and then we'll go from there. I'll start with one of them, and then halfway through, when I switch games, I'll do the other one. Where am I clicking? Oh, am I hard to hear? Perfect. How about now? Let's see. Oh, I suppose. Yeah, my mic is kind of like way the hell over there. All right. Let's do this right here. Oh, and let me jump to this. I was getting reverb because I accidentally had the stream up on another tab. So, I've got right here best games of the years that kind of won in 1980 were Asteroids and Superman. Superman was literally kind of that's where I'm going to start today and then move over to Asteroids. Superman was kind of like the epitome of the first video game to ever have its own licensing with a like actual movie producer and whatnot. So it came out literally the same year that the movie came out. It's an action adventure game released for the Atari 2600, designed by John Dunn in 1979. It was the first single player video game ever released for the Atari, and the first to use licensed property. Otherwise, everything before that was explicitly somebody had an idea and just went, yeah, we're going to try and make this happen. And it was more proof of concept for everything before that. Superman was built using the prototype code for Warren Robinette's Adventure and was released actually before Adventure was. So if you've seen Ready Player One, then you have some familiarity with what Adventure is. It's also Adventure is the first game to ever have an Easter egg in it. Not that it was horribly exciting, but it was a Easter egg nonetheless. Retro Gamer credits it among action adventure games as to be the first with multiple play screen areas. So it's you get to the edge of the screen and you're suddenly in the next area. And so it's absolutely considered a new technology, and that's kind of part of what won it Game of the Year, as well as it was, praised for being the, ushering in a new era for like home arcades and whatnot, considering the Atari specifically was one of the first big name games that came out on it. It was awarded Game of the Year in 1980 by the Electronic Game Awards, which is formerly the Arcade Awards. The game was both a critical and commercial success and probably did more than a little to help blur the lines between gamers and comic book fans. So it's definitely an exciting game, and for as unimpressive as it is, it's also literally the only Superman game to ever win a Game of the Year. You're not going to see Superman come up anywhere else. So overall, the gameplay, its player plays DC comic character Superman, who must repair the bridge destroyed by Lex Luthor. You capture Lex Luthor and his criminal underlings to enter a phone booth to turn back into Clark Kent, and then return to the Daily Planet in the shortest time possible. The goal of the game is basically score as small of a, get as small of a window of time as you're able to. And to slow Superman's progress, kryptonite is thrown out throughout the levels, and if you get hit by it, you lose all of your abilities to fly and capture criminals, and the only way to get them back is to find Lois Lane and kiss her, because that's how Superman's powers work. Superman is also the earliest game to ever feature a pause button, because previous to that there never felt a need to, or it was an arcade explicit game where it was a one and done, or a multiplayer like Pong where pausing in the middle of Pong is just going to cause it to be a almost cheating when you look at like people who button mashing games and stuff. So overall, it's got kind of the little markers up top here. Those markers are going to pretty specifically be the how many guys you've got left, or how many pieces of the bridge you have left. There's the jail, that's where you have to bring the bad guys, and then the timer. So Superman, while I'm playing it, my goal is, there's a world record holder from Canada. It's the only attempted speed run on record for this game, and they achieved a record of 51 seconds. And so my goal is to beat it. And obviously, if I don't beat it, even if I post something as a world record, it's going to be second in the world. And so no matter what, I'm kind of in line to at least have a kind of okay title with whatever I do with this. The ROM I'm playing, I am confident it should be stable enough to try and pull something off, but I also, there is also a good amount of glitches and bugs that kind of go along with it. So this is pretty much the resource I've got. This is the extent of the world map, and so you actually start down here in this area with the phone booth. You go through the phone booth, you see the bridge blows up, you come back, you go back into the phone booth, turn into Superman, and then you've got to jump around to all these different levels to find the bad guys and bring them to the jail. And so it's going to be a lot of trying to remember where I am. I'm going to try and have this map up on my other screen as well and see how well that can help me kind of move forward through it. I'm not sure. I've watched the speed run, like world record speed run for it, and it may be faster than I'm able to accomplish, but like I said, I'm going to give it a go at worst and see what happens. So let's play some Superman. Who? Who? Oh no. There's the bridge. What? No, I lost the bridge. Whoa, whoop. Oh, hey, that's how you reset it. Good news. I didn't pull up my map at all, so let me get that pulled up here real quick. All right. So. And. Whoop. Where the heck am I? So that flashy bit there, that's what the kryptonite looks like. So I want to make sure to not get hit by that. That's the jail. Ugh. Oh no. There we go. So apparently that's what happens when you get hit by it. Oh, nope. Yellow. Okay, so I can't pick up multiple pieces of the bridge. I gotta find... Oh, let's see. All right, we're at the pink one. I don't honestly understand this map. This looks like a different map and oh, nope, I follow it. Haha. Over, down. Oh no. Nope. Over, down. Ah, you see. Okay, so I am, for a first round, very lost. Down, go over, come on. Oh no. Oh wait, shoot, that's not who I want to take. Jail. Gotta find the jail. Okay, you can't take helicopters to jail. Alright, phone booth. Bridge. Over again, and right there. No, what? Alright, so, speedruns make this game look way easier than it is. Okay, whoops. Bad guy. Jail. Bad guy. Jail. Bad guy. Ooh. Jail. Helicopter, I'm done with you. Ooh. There we go. Bad guy. Nope, you're not a bad guy. Where is this one? Over, down, over. Ah. I'm wondering if I need to get the bridge pieces in a specific order. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Hey, bad guy, come back. Okay, got all the bad guys. Bridge. Where's the pieces of the bridge? Oh. This game is colorful. I don't know if I can... Woo. Oh, no. There we go. So when you go into the little, like, yellow stations, I know that's the subway. And so it takes you into the subway station. Oh, no, no. There we go. This here. Green. Over. 1, 2. Down. All right. So we've got a second here, because it's not like we can be in a rush at this point. This one, where the heck is this? Oh, that's up there on the map. So we've got a... Ooh, oh no. This is atrocious. Okay, over, down, down. Oh, shoot. See, and that's the problem, is I keep accidentally hitting the subway. 1, over. Next one's the jail. Down, dodge the subway. Oh. And I didn't dodge the subway. What? Okay, the blue. Okay. think that's the piece I've been looking for all along, because that's the... oh, I'm trying to build a bridge specifically to, what is it? Get back to the Daily Planet after I've turned back into Clark Kent. This one. Oh, goodness. Yep, I'm going in a circle. This one, next, then down, then over. But if you go up, it's something different? Oh, hello, dearest sister. Okay, so over, down, down, down. Oh, this is awful. Oh, it's atrocious. Like, I'm attempting to put the bridge back together. I got all the bad guy. Like, should I just try and go back to the phone booth and see if that just ends it? Or maybe this ROM was a bad enough ROM that I can't actually put together the bridge. Oh, wouldn't that be great? Alright. Over. Over. One more over, and we're at the phone booth again. So, I'm specifically playing Superman from the Atari. It's, putting together, basically, I'm attempting to build a bridge, but at the end of the day, I had to catch all the bad guys, which I did, and now I'm attempting to figure out this awful, awful puzzle to put the bridge back together. But it's not letting me put the bridge together. Let's see. All right. We're going to try and restart this. We'll start from scratch and see how it goes. Like, I know there was, I tried this a while ago and I managed to pick up the pieces and drop them. At worst, we'll just start a video and see what we can figure out. All right. So I turned into Clark Kent. And then I turn back into Superman, where I've got to fly around and catch all of the bad guys here. Oh, yeah. No, the colors are starting to be a little wild for me because it's every screen you've got a different flash of color every time you're going through it. Whew. Oh. Oh. And so right there, that's kryptonite. If you get hit by the kryptonite, you have to kiss Lois Lane to get your powers back. There we go. We got one bad guy. And then I've got to basically zip the bad guy to jail. It should be right here. It's not right here. Oh, yeah. It's because it doesn't matter how strong kryptonite is. At the end of the day, love conquers everything. Oh, yeah. Come on. All right. Nope. What the heck? Alright, well, we'll catch the bad guys, because I know that's possible. Why would that guy just hang out near the jail? That doesn't make sense. The heart made of kryptonite. I don't even know what you're talking about with that one. Over, down. We're on the green. Okay, so from this one, we go down one, we go over one, we go over one more, and we're at the jail. Oh. Whew. No. Oh, naturally. It's not this stellar gameplay for sure that got it. Because this is actually the first game that... oh, what? I landed. We'll come back to that piece. This is actually the first game that ever had multiple, like, screens for a single world. And it is incredibly off-putting. Now that I've gotten into it, it's keeping track of where everything is and where everything goes, because it's every single one of the images is so alarmingly similar to the rest. Whoa. Oh, I can look at what's in the areas around me by holding the buttons. Well, that's a good one. Okay, we got one more bad guy left, which, if I am not mistaken, is specifically Lex Luthor. Or it's putting the bridge back together as the last dot. I don't know. Over, down. Whoop. Oh, and then he goes into the thing. Also, I hope you guys can hear the music. I spent some time finding music I can actually play on here. And it adds something more than the screaming bells of some of these games. Down, 2, 1, 2... Alright, I'm starting to get the flow of it here. I've got all the bad guys now. Now let's see if we can't figure out the bridge this time. Perfect. Looks like that piece is somewhere there. Right there, there's another one. Oops. So from here, it's down and then over. Nope. But not back up. So from yellow, we want green. Green goes to blue. Oh, well, that works. I know where that is. Okay. So the map is 100% consistent in this. Kind of jumping backwards on this. It's the map is consistent. The problem falls on whether or not it's certain areas will send you to different areas depending on how you land on it. Okay, over. To red, and then over to here. All right, we're gonna pause this for a sec. I'm gonna pull up a video for us all to watch to see if we can't find the real answer here. We'll go ahead and hop out here. This one's the world record, so this guy's stupid quick about it, but we'll take a look and see at least if we can follow what's happening. So he drops the people in jail. You can see that he gets them into jail just outrageously fast. All right. Bridge. Gets down to... Oh, so you need to get all 3 bridge pieces to that area. And that's what I haven't been able to do. And then the weird little blue icon is where the Daily Planet is. All right. I think we got this figured out. And so one of the weird things you'll see kind of as I'm going through this is the timer. The timer is going to hit 59 seconds. And then it immediately rolls to 100 because it's intended to be a minute timer. Oh no. Oh. So we got the jail there. I'm going to take this piece back over. We'll drop this just for now. Oh, that was convenient. Oh no. One more bad guy, and then the jail. We got the last bad guy. We'll go down one more. We've got pieces 2. We need one more piece of the bridge. We got the last piece of the bridge. Oh man, I might actually finish this. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I don't need you, Lois. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got here. Down, over. No, no. Blue. How to get hopelessly lost in this game. What the heck? Oh no.
How far away you are from the recognizable surroundings of your home system. It's an incredible feeling. And you just feel like you're living on the edge of space.
Ah, you see. Music got interrupted with an ad. Here, go to here. There we go. All right. How close am I? Right there. Over. Go down. Ah! Come on. Come on. So, I'm not quite sure where the issue is. Because there's 3 pieces of the bridge. That's what we saw in the video, yeah? Haha. Let's see. Here. Alright, all 3 pieces of the bridge. Oh. Whoops. Alright. Bridge is broken. Back into here. Bad guys are about. Nope, not kryptonite. Oh. Over to jail. Down and over. I didn't have that piece, did I? Down. Here. First bad guy down. Two pieces of the bridge. Probably shouldn't have gotten away from that kryptonite right there. That one just jumped out. Huh. Over. Come on. There we go. There we go. Two more. Yeah, you see, I don't understand the how you can go as fast as whoa. Cause I'm having trouble keeping straight where's where right now. Hey. Oh. And jail. One left. Piece of the bridge. Where is... Nope. You see, if you're Superman, you don't need a bridge. But if you're Clark Kent, you do need a bridge. Ah, come on. Over. Go down, over. Go up. Oh no. Okay, so that's yellow. And yellow sends you there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. And the helicopter's busy running around with Lois somewhere. Okay, so I'm sitting right here. This game is, there's a lovely world of it could be just wonderful. And then there's the point where I'm at where it's everything is awful. Oh well, that doesn't help. What happens if I touch kryptonite? What's happening right now, and what's supposed to happen is Lois Lane is supposed to show up. Right now I'm not able to fly or pick anything up, and so I might have to actually restart this because I don't have a way to go up or down right now, which is preventing me from getting to anywhere new. So, but specifically it's if kryptonite touches you, makes you lose your powers until you kiss Lois Lane. And let's give this here. Actually, we'll pause this quick. I'm gonna take a look at that video to see if I counted the number of pieces correctly, because if I counted them wrong, then we'll jump it backwards. So he's got almost all of the guys in jail. Bridge piece number 1. Where does it get dropped? So he takes the bridge pieces and he just drops them right there. 2. Catches all the bad guys. Doesn't get hit by kryptonite once, even though it's right there. And piece number 3. So he drops the 3 pieces there, and then it's good to go. We gotta try this once more. If it doesn't work, this just might be a bad ROM. Oh. From what I can tell, it doesn't, but because the guy just kind of grabs the first 3 that he sees. But that's definitely a good question. Down. Oop. Okay, first piece. And right there, that's the kryptonite. Lois! Where are you, Lois? Well, this is problematic. Oh, hey, look, 2 more pieces of bridge. You see, and then right here, it should... I'm wondering if hit kryptonite without Lois is causing an issue with the rest of this. Let's see. So come over. Oop. But where's my love? All right. We're going to exit out of this. I'm going to try reloading the ROM. Because that's clearly not working how it should. So we go over. Yes, I am 100% sure this can be beaten. What I'm not 100% sure of is if my ROM is capable of letting me win. You see, and that's the problem, is the helicopter has routinely had Lois. Okay, we got 3 bad guys left. This one here. From the jail, I know where I'm at. Come on. Oh no. Lois. There we go. Alright, I'm starting to figure out the map. That's good. Am I on world record pace? Absolutely not. Okay, bridge is put together. I've got one more bad guy. Oh, it's happening. Where's the last bad guy, though? Okay, it's not the helicopter. I know that much. Alright. enough. There he is. Okay, down, over. Turn into Clark Kent. Shoot, I don't know where to get to. We come here. From yellow, I need to get to over here. There it is. And that is how you beat the game. Yeah. There's a first time for everything. What am I popping open? This here. And what I'm going to do now is at the very least make an attempt to not necessarily beat the world record, but at the very least get second place world record. All right. Oh no, the bridge is gone. Oh, helicopter as my bridge piece. Okay. Kiss me, Lois. Okay, this timer is in an inconvenient location. Right here. Let's see. Oh, hey, you know what? We'll shift to this. We'll drop this guy right up here, of which I never actually started it. Thank you. You have a good one. Oh no. I wish the best of luck to you while you play Dark Souls. That's actually one that's on the list at some point in the future here, so we'll commiserate together at some point. Oh, absolutely. That's Kaizo is pretty much the one thing that can get the blood flowing more than when you're just playing your good old run-of-the-mill Dark Souls. All right, we got no bridge pieces. We've got one more bad guy. tackle the bad guy at a point when it comes to it. But right now, I think the bridge pieces are going to be what I'm really looking for. There it is. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Up, over, down, over. Drop. Ah. All right, well. There we go, all of the bad guys. And bridge bits. Piece number 1. Oh, come on. Over to here. Okay. So we got all 3 bridge pieces I'm at least aware of. Okay. 2. Right there. Here, over, down, over, drop it. There it is. Twice. That second time was way longer than what it was previously, though. So, I've got to just do it, but better. All right. Let's take a moment. We'll get ready. All right. Is this going to be the world record run? Let's find out. Oh, I suppose I started that timer too soon. Whoops. Over, up. So there's always the big honking group of them, and then you're actually hunting and searching for them after that. Oh, an internal monologue for Superman. Oh no! Look! Another piece of kryptonite! My one and only weakness! That guy. There we go. What a jerk. In a world where one Superman fought off all 6 of the bad guys and put together a bridge. All right. Two. Over, down, over. There we are, bridge. All right. Three minutes. Hang on. I started the timer early, didn't I? Huh. Probably a good thing I started it early then, because something's off about that. But that is significant progress from where we were. Let's see. So, how is everybody doing today? Oh yeah? What are you making? No. Oh, wow. So you're doing the whole periodic table? Oh, yeah, yeah. No, the serial killer part with Red Dead is absolutely the part that made it feel almost a little too real. In some of it, you're like, oh, we got serial killers in the Wild West? Isn't there enough killing already? All right. There's like two places this thing could be. And I'm having no luck finding either one of them. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Once you have your own little monster, it's going to be a challenge to keep up with those projects at the same time. Oh, no. So the bad news is I completely forgot to turn on the timer for that one. The good news is it would have been meaningless anyways. Um, So I've got 3 minutes and 16 seconds. I would like you all to know that I am currently the holder of the second best world record for Superman. And to throw it out there, I might only be second best, but second is the best. Oh. No, no. Kiss me, Lois. Two pieces of the bridge. No, no, no. I picked her up from a helicopter. I would never drop her into a helicopter, I don't think. No, no. Okay. Over, down, over. All right, we're going to try an experiment here. I got 2 more bad guys left. Oh, hey, except for there's one of them. Oh, that's Lois. There we go. Sit, girl. And... no, have to get the bad guy. He's right there. Oh. Up. 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 Okay, so... well, I just don't want Lois, you know, running around or flying around with me, because if she's flying around with me, she's kissing me the whole time, and I can only have so many kisses as Superman, otherwise it's gonna turn into a really, you know, yep, super time. All right. So that time was intentionally faster. I'm starting to understand the map a little bit, but it's a lot of rapid, because like if you play in the corners, it ends up shifting the map 4 times before you even realize what's going on. Oh, all right. You're in jail. You're in jail. Oh, well, nice. You're in jail. Oh, oh. No. Helicopter, you're supposed to drop it. There we go. 2, 3. 2 pieces. Got a bad guy right up here. Next one over. Right there. Piece of a bridge. Piece of a bridge. Anyone seen a piece of a bridge? Right there. Up, up, over, down, over, drop. Bridge. Oh no. Oh no. Bad guy. You're the last one alive. Hey, bridge. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, I think this is going great. Oh, no, Lois. I don't have time. Oh, it's not going great. That's the same piece of the bridge I already had. That guy. Come on. Yep. Over and jail. Okay. Bridge. Nope. Come on. There we are. Bridge. Clark Kent. And we're at 5 minutes. All right, I'm going to take 5 minutes real quick. I will be back shortly here. I just need to use the restroom and figure my life out for a moment, not staring at all these colors. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, I'm back. So, to kind of pick up where we left off for anybody that's still here, we're doing Superman, and I'm gonna hop over to my screen here with the slideshow real quick once more, and just pop that open. So, first off, is kind of what I'm doing is I'm going to be blazing through every game that's listed in the Game of the Year that's ever gotten a Game of the Year award, which is a big list to get through. I'm starting at the top and just working my way down the list, going through all of them. So, definitely, I've got a few of them that are going to be split up between two games and all of that in the future here. And then once we get a little further along, I've got some that are also going to be needing to include other people for multiplayer games and such. But yeah, so we're doing Asteroids and Superman today. Right now, I'm currently playing Superman, and this is kind of the map that I've been using, so everybody's able to see everything that's going on with that. There's just a bunch of stuff going on. It's the first game that ever actually included any sort of multi-screen map. Before this, the only game, or before this, there was no game that did anything off of a single screen. It was always a one-screen map, and so this one is one of the kind of first occurrences of that, and it's also the first like licensed game that ever actually got sold, and it was the game developer specifically was begging for having this and had to convince the game developer, or it was the game company had to convince the developers, look, we should do this with Superman instead of just being a random game where you fly around. So kind of general goal is get that 51-second world record. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but I'll keep on giving it my all just to see, what's possible. So I'll pick up from where I left off here, and we'll actually remember to start the timer this time for a few of these. Jump back to here, and ooh. Oh, come on. Bad guys. So, general goal is I'm trying to capture all of the bad guys, and also I'm attempting to attempting to capture the bad guys and get them sent to jail, and then I am attempting to rebuild the bridge so Clark Kent can go back to work. Alright. Bad guy. And then any situation like that where I get hit by the kryptonite, I've got to kiss Lois Lane to get my Superman powers back, because nothing is stronger than the power of love. Okay, I got two more guys left. Ah. Where are we at? Come on. Bad guys, where are you? Oh no. Okay, I got all the bad guys. Just got to get the bridge back together. Oh, except for that piece was already at the place. No. Nope. Okay, 2 pieces of the bridge. I've got 1 left. Oh. Up. And 24 seconds slow. So 51 seconds is an incredible amount of time to do this in, I'm realizing. Oh, nope. No, Lois. No. Oh, no. Shoot. No. Come on. Nope. There's 1 more piece of the bridge. Right there. Shoot. And oh, right there. So I'm going to do this for probably another 20 minutes or so here. And then we're going to go ahead and give Asteroids a shot and see what we can accomplish there. No, Lois. One more bad guy. Lois. There we go. Last guy's in jail. So this game did also come with a two-player variant. The two-player variant was incredibly brutal because it would be the player with the first controller gets to control the up-down. The player with the second controller gets to control the left-right. And so as a team, you needed to control Superman and accomplish everything. I don't know if I could just find the other piece of the bridge. All right, we're moving in the right direction. All right. This is going to be my last shot. Last try. This is what we're doing. Oh no. What? Come on. Oh no. Okay, last bad guy. Piece of the bridge is right there. But where the heck is there? Okay. Oh. And just like that, I set a new record for myself at the very least. So I'm gonna submit that and basically go from there and see kind of where it's all gonna be going. And so we are gonna hop out of this, and we'll pick up from here. So basically, the next game I'm gonna hop in on, I'm going to go for some Asteroids. And so, Asteroids, it's a space themed, multi directional arcade game designed by Lyle Rains, Ed Logg, and Dominic Walsh, three of pretty much the biggest names in arcade game design. Especially by the end of the arcade era, there was a lot of great games that they were involved in, and this was pretty much their biggest thing because Asteroids took off. It came out the year following Space Invaders, and everybody was just so blown away because this mixed kind of the best of both worlds. Space Invaders was one of the first games that included a option for being able to have a high score system, so you were able to go and beat and have the best record. Asteroids, on the other hand, was the first one that gave you the option to put in your initials, so everybody knew, yeah, that was really you that got that high score. And so they basically took the glory and joy of what Space Invaders had, and they turned it up, 10 notches. This game was one of the first major hits of the golden age of games. It sold over 70,000 arcade cabinets. Asteroids was released for the Atari VCS, so literally I was just playing on the Atari emulator, and so it was an option for playing at home as well. And then it was again released in '81 for the Atari 8-bit family, and again on the Atari 7800 in 1986. The final version also included co-op, where you were able to have two people who were playing together, and so it was a definitely a far cry from what Space Invaders was, where it was literally just the line shooting. This gave you a suddenly almost a 3D kind of mental image of how the game was getting played instead of being just the two-dimensional scroll from one side to the other. It was an immediate success upon its release. It displaced Space Invaders by popularity pretty much moments after it did get released. It's the first game that tracks initials with its top 10 high score listing, which made it kind of that much more lucrative. And it was awarded Game of the Year in 1980 by the Electronic Game Awards as well. So one of the stories that came out for Asteroids was November 13th, 1982, a 15-year-old Scott Safran from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, set a world record of 41,336,000 points on the classic arcade game Asteroids. He beat the 40,101,000 point score set by Leo Daniels of Carolina Beach in 1982. And to congratulate him on his accomplishment, Twin Galaxies, which are kind of like the name in arcade gaming, if you're ever looking for, anybody who's holding a Guinness World Record, as much as like if I submit this, I would be a world record holder, it wouldn't be a Guinness level because Guinness exclusively jumps to Twin Galaxies for their intergalactic scoreboard as the epitome of what defines a world record on an arcade machine. And so they searched for him for 4 years, and then 2002 it was discovered that he actually had died in 1989. And they're in a ceremony in Philadelphia in 2002. Walter Day of Twins Galaxies presented an award to the surviving members of his family commemorating his Asteroids achievement. So he's kind of one of those people that go down in history as literally he had the best record, and it took, over a decade to figure out who the heck the guy was, and finally was able to give that award at least to somebody who could go with it. So Asteroids, if you aren't familiar with it, the objective is to destroy the asteroids and the saucers. The player is the little triangle that's going to be like in the middle up here. And so overall, you are just trying to rotate left, right, fire shots. You can go forward and thrust forward to basically fly around the map. Once the ship begins moving in a direction, it'll continue, and so you actually have some velocity that follows through on that as well, without player intervention unless you apply thrust in a different direction. The ship eventually comes to a stop when not thrusting. The player is also able to send the ship into hyperspace. This is the only version of the game that included the hyperspace option, where you're able to teleport basically a short distance, and so it's a really minuscule distance, but it was enough to get you out of really, really hairy scenarios. And so it would cause the ship to disappear and reappear in a random location on the screen. At the risk of, if you do use this hyperdrive and you end up landing randomly on the screen where an asteroid is, it's instant death. And so the player starts with 3 to 5 lives upon game start, and gains an extra life for every single 10,000 points. So as you get a higher score, you get more lives, and so it gives the ability to achieve like a 41 million score. Once the screen has been cleared of all asteroids and flying saucers, a new set of large asteroids appear on the screen, starting the next level. The game gets harder as the number of asteroids increases until after the score reaches a range of 40 to 60,000. That's where it levels off. Once you hit 60,000, basically the difficulty of the game is capped. That's as hard as it's going to get. So if we can get to that point, it's going to be simple enough to kind of keep on going. So there isn't really any guides or strategies for this. There's one strategy I did find that was basically riding on the edge of the screen, because that was going to be the easiest way to end up kind of cheesing the system. And so that's going to be the kind of what we're going to go for once I kind of get the controls down a bit, because by no means am I an expert on this game. Oh, whoops. And So right here you can see my high score. My high score is literally 169. I've played this game once. All right. And that's how you teleport into asteroids. But the upside is I did set a new record for myself. So right there, that's pretty well simple enough. That's the game. It's straightforward as it gets, but it's as straightforward as it is, you know, being able to fill in and challenge even yourself in this case. It's something that this game definitely stands out kind of apart from others in the past, because this is one where you're able to kind of keep on achieving more, whether it's against yourself, whether it's against a friend. Ooh. Oh, no. There's the flying saucers. The biggest issue with the flying saucers, once we get to that, is they also will shoot at you in addition to try and run into you. Oh, no. Oh. So my goal here is to just kind of keep on beating my high score as much as I can and kind of achieve the highest score possible. It helps if I'm not terrible at this. So yeah, with Asteroids, it's, I mean, a straightforward game as it gets. The big thing is it's just being able to kind of predict what's going to happen next as far as where the stuff's going to fly around. And definitely adjusting from coming from Superman. It's a very different game. Getting used to kind of, oh no, no. Getting used to the different play style with it, and we'll just do AAA because that one was bad. So changing up the play style with it, it definitely puts it's a more exciting and kind of involved game than what Space Invaders was last week when I was playing that, because Space Invaders, though it still was challenging, obviously, and fun for what it was, Space Invaders kind of, it's challenging in its own way, which is really just being able to crank up the speed as you go, whereas this one, instead of being a this one here, instead of being cranking up the speed on you, they're cranking up the objects on screen on you. Ooh. So another thing with this is kind of as you're going with it, it's the game itself's like high score system. It's set up in such a way that it rolls over the counter once you get to 100,000. So for the people who are getting, millions of points, it was all internal tickers that were reading it. And a lot of times on, especially machines that were at big arcades with players that would be, a pro, for places that would have a, pro gamer or something like that for arcade gamers, they definitely had high scores that the only way you could differentiate is by which order they were on the map, on the actual screen, because it was, in the end, anybody who's capping out those points above that amount, it's internally is the only way to really know that you did any better or worse. Unless you're counting down how many times it rolls over or rolls down. So close. So, that's me almost beating level 1. Ooh. All right, well. Ah, ha, 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 ha. So, tied score. I can do better. I can do better than this. Let's take a look. So I think part of the issue is it's a mix of needing to move around and teleport more, because I'm definitely not doing enough of that, but clearly that's a hazard. But this game is one of the, classic games that always held the mechanic of everything gets cut in half, and so it's basically a game of split it in half until it's nothing, which you definitely see prevalent even in games nowadays, that sometimes those are even the hardest things to kill, or the biggest boss levels are, it includes something that basically keeps on increasing in difficulty, or it'll split and split and split. I know I've played like Orcs Must Die, where they have elementals and stuff that are constantly splitting, and so earth elementals and that kind of thing, and that all stemmed from, this was one of the first games that really played the splitting it in half and continuing on like that. And that's how you dodge a spaceship. Just crash into the asteroids. Oh. Oh. What? Welcome to level 2. And that is a new record. And that there is why you should move in this game. We'll just pretend that one didn't happen. And so definitely going back in the day is like, especially when you start talking to, people who were actually gaming back in the day. Like I've got my parents especially were really big into kind of just arcade gaming in general back in the day. And so one of the big things was talking about how if you look at like the game Starship Troopers, I believe. Oh no, I believe that's the right one. Where the kid basically gets the high score in an arcade game and then gets recruited to go into space and like, oh, you're destined for great things is what a lot of the family and friends in the neighborhood and stuff would tell them. Apparently that was absolutely the mindset is, for you to be good at video games means you should be good at anything, and how that whole mentality is kind of 180'd is pretty bonkers. Ooh. All right. Ooh. And so, kind of coming backwards to these games, though, you can definitely feel, you know, this is one of the first cases of actually having some sort of physics engine kind of running in the background behind it. You've got so much going on with as far as like the sliding and needing to manage your acceleration that, I mean, this is well before there was any sort of like racing or car games even. We've got some of the first few racing and car games, pole position, and a couple of other ones on my list that I'm going to dive into. But there's nothing that kind of starts delving into that until you hit one of these games where it's an absolutely, wild experience to try and manage physics in a world that has never actually followed the rules of physics previously. And so I know there was some folks who brought this up last week, that this was by far their big preference over Space Invaders. Which I understand why, because like I was hitting the point in Space Invaders, especially last week, playing exclusively that it was just a kind of rigid kind of game to play, where it's cool, I got a line, this is the only line I'm going to be traveling across for this entire time I'm playing a game. And so being able to have something that mixes it up, and this is obviously, I'm not exactly the best at it. I've gotten into level 2 and that's about it, but it's still, it doesn't have the same monotony because there is that extra kind of randomization that comes with this game. Ooh. And so at this point, I've fully cleared those 100 scores off the scoreboard. It's there's something kind of just enjoyable and relaxing with this kind of stuff. These kinds of games, though. Ooh. And then I can definitely see where there's a point where you would hit a wall and go, yeah, I'm done with this for a bit. That's my first run that hasn't warranted a high score, though. So we're getting somewhere. I don't actually have a specific goal with this one. It's mostly just an opportunity to play it and see how high I can get. There isn't an end screen to this whatsoever. This game, like, you basically keep on playing, keep on scoring until you end up dying. Every 10,000 points you get an extra life with it. And that's where it's one of those games that's lasted the test of time, mainly because it's a simple concept, but it's also complex in the same way. Yeah, so overall with this game, it doesn't have any sort of end screen with it, but like there's the person who currently holds the world record for the most points scored is like 41 million. And so it's something that there had to have been just endless amounts of days devoted to it. And with none of these machines really, like there's machines of this that are still active places, like barcades and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's the person who achieved that score kind of achieved it, and then they put him in basically like a Hall of Fame, which I think was kind of intended as a closeout, because there's, to my knowledge, nobody's even attempted to like challenge what the world record high score in this game was. Yeah, it's about 41 million is what it is, which the ticker doesn't even count that high in this game, and so they would have been counting their repeated kind of re-rolls of it all and all of that. And also it's a it's also just ended up having a large amount of time where they couldn't find where the guy was. They finally narrowed it down to who won the high score and all of that. But they were never able to actually find him. And so they ended up, it was in 2002, they finally did an award ceremony for him. And, every score above 2,000. Who would have thought? Oh. Hey, there's a teleport button. Oh, forgot. Gotta add some coins. That's kind of the unspoken joy of emulators, though, is especially when it comes to like arcade gaming. It's you just insert some more coins by pushing the button. Come on. But the big thing is, one of the things I enjoy about this game is it is forgiving on as far as the respawns, especially when you compare it to, like, Space Invaders. Space Invaders would happily spawn you right where they're shooting and immediately kill you off. Versus coming into this, they make sure that if there's anything even, like, in trajectory for the area that you're in, that there isn't any chance that you're going to get hit by it. There it is, 35.50. Oh. So to just keep flying and blast away doesn't work so great. And so the kind of video or electronic game awards is what awarded this game of the year. They were arcade awards back when this got awarded. They actually didn't establish until 1980. And so at the point that they established their awards, they actually backdated the award for Space Invaders to kind of go, hey, Space Invaders absolutely deserved it for the year it came out in 1979. And this didn't really take off in popularity until 1980. And so this is one of the games that this and Superman ended up winning Game of the Year, both of those, specifically from those guys. But both of those games came out in 1979 as well. And so that's kind of one of the strange things that happens later on with some of the Game of the Year awards is the Game of the Year awards end up getting awarded, some of them for the year of, some of them for the year after. And so there are situations where, like, Zelda Breath of the Wild's got 20 separate Game of the Year awards. And for the 20 separate Game of the Year awards that it earned, it ended up getting about only half of them for the year that it came out, I believe 2015. The other half ended up coming from 2016. Moving on up. Just got to break 4,000 now. If I can get it to get through one playthrough where I get an extra life, that would be A-okay. I think that's kind of... No. The unspoken goal is to definitely try and just get an extra life. And so these guys here specifically are, you know, easy enough, straightforward. It's with the bigger UFOs, they're straightforward. They kind of aimlessly shoot. The smaller UFOs are really where the game starts to become difficult, because the small UFOs intentionally fire with the explicit goal of shooting you. And so that's where the kind of changing where you're flying around and whatnot makes a big difference when the small UFOs come by, because you want to be able to prevent them from targeting you. Oh. So the kind of programming behind a game like this, overwhelmingly, like, it wasn't incredibly in-depth, but what it was is it was incredibly hardware intensive for the time, because I believe these cabinets initially came out with like 8 kilobytes or not even kilobytes sometimes. Usually it was still measured in bytes, because this is by far still absolutely in the realm of 2-bit gaming. You had black and you had white, and there wasn't any other colors or structures that really went around it. And so, I mean, there isn't a whole lot more to the game aside from kind of what drove popularity with it was absolutely the having the high scores save, and having the top 10 high scores save was, you know, forgive the pun, out of this world, because it was something entirely new that they hadn't gotten the opportunity to experience yet, which is competing with your friends to get the high score, as opposed to just competing against the machine to get the high score. But it was able to be in a way where it was indirect and not in the same vein as, you know, Pong or Breakout or something, where it's just kind of a versus game where you're pew-pewing away at each other, or trying to, you know, launch the ball, where it's no different than something you'd be playing if you were playing table tennis or something else. There we go. You know, this game with a nice, like, chill beats like this is a really satisfying way to kind of keep your cool and just keep on going. I think in the past, previously, when I played this, because I actually used to own a emulator arcade podium, this game definitely puts you at a brick wall after a while. Where it kind of feels like you're losing ground or not really making up anything, but this has been substantial improvement as I'm going along. If this game teaches you anything, it's don't be a sitting rock in space, because you absolutely will get hit. Oh. And here's the downturn. You see, and this is one that I definitely, like, I can appreciate the replay value in it, but I think playing it solo versus playing it with, you know, having friends that get to swap out, I think that would make this just that much cooler of an experience, because that's kind of what drives the interest in arcades, is it's arcade games in general, is it's not just I'm gonna go out and play an arcade game kind of experience. It's we're gonna go out as a group of friends to go play at the arcade, and it's, you know, no different than we're gonna go and compete with each other by seeing who's able to achieve the highest score, who's better at this game versus that game. And that's something I'm looking forward to in the future. I've got one of the next few games coming up is specifically playing Q*bert, and Q*bert is one of the ones that I absolutely enjoy the hell out of. Every time I've gotten to play it, I've done, you know, better than first level good. Oh. So I'll probably play this for another, 15 minutes here or so, and then I'll bounce out of here. unlike Superman, I don't have a explicit goal on this. I don't have any, speedrunning dreams or anything. Overall, this one was more of the opportunity to get a chance to just play Asteroids, because it's, a timeless classic that literally everybody, even people who, even younger generation, is absolutely familiar with, because it's considered one of those classic must-play kind of games. Hell, I know people who don't do video games. They don't play them. Oh, they're no good at them, and they still know and have even probably played Asteroids because of the, just general history behind it that isn't even hasn't always been a stated history, but it's a game that definitely holds its own even years later. And so I suppose the biggest thing to kind of appreciate about this game is that, whether as a classic game or as an emulator, it's got its value in procedural generation, because it's one of the first ones that ever included that kind of aspect to it. But it's doing it, like I said, in a way where it's nice, because right there, it didn't spawn the next wave on top of me. It spawned the next wave specifically where if I was sitting still in the place where I was, it wouldn't have been a problem. It would have just been... No. Apparently that just blows you up now? I should have died right there. Or I'll just die. Let's take a look at this here. And so definitely next week I am planning on doing the same thing, same time, just new games. The following week I think I might have some adjustments. I might end up doing like a Thursday stream or something like that to accommodate a 50-hour trivia marathon, or what's normally 50 hours, but this year it's going to be a little bit less. Come on. Gotta break 4,000. Oh, or not. So I had a fiasco this morning when I was just opening the games up to confirm that they worked. Turns out that this game absolutely did not work. So I had to go through 3 different emulators that I had with this game present, and ended up downloading 2 new ROMs and finally got it working like an hour before the stream, roughly. All right. I'm not making any headway. I'm going to finish it up right there. So let me pull this up here. Ooh. So I've got Asteroids and Superman. Both of those games I have played through. I may revisit some of these at some point in the future here, but oh, whoops. Otherwise, next week I've got Pac-Man and Star Raiders. So Pac-Man, obviously, everybody knows what that is. Star Raiders is going to be definitely a fun game in itself because it's a different take on the Asteroid style gameplay, and so I'm excited for that. And then the following week, I'm going to be looking at probably doing Tron and David's Midnight Magic. So, thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate you all coming to hang out with me while I play through some of these. Definitely, I'll see you all next week.